Have any of you guys been to an anime convention before? Like, the big event with cosplayers and voice actors and events and panels. The cool thing about anime cons is they have what's called the dealer room. And in these rooms, these massive warehouse sized rooms, there's everything you could ever dream of. There's toys, merch, figurines, posters, wall scrolls, cosplays, souvenirs, masks, you name it, it's there. You know what else is there? That's right, hentai. Today, I want to tell you a story about the time my friend stole hentai from an anime convention. So yeah, let's get into it. So, we were in Atlanta. And at the con, we're just chilling. It's the first day we're there, I think it was Friday, and we're relaxed, having a good time. And my friend says to me, he says, "Yo guys, let's all buy hentai together." And we're like, you know what? Hell with it. Why not? Let's go for it, right? No big deal. All the guys hanging out, chilling. Let's all do it. So we decided to find a stall in the dealer room, pick one out for each other, and just buy one and call it, laugh it off. Ha 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 ha. Bought hentai. Moving on, right? So day goes by, we're chilling, kicking the shit, having a good time, and now we're back in the hotel room. Now everyone's going through what they bought for the day, chilling, talking. But my one friend, he says to me, he says, "I'm not happy with my purchase. I don't like it. I don't want it. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna exchange it." And we're like, you can't do that. You see, guys, let me just pause real quick. In conventions, very rarely, and I do mean rarely, if ever, if never, can you take back content. You can't. If you buy a shirt or wallpaper, whatever it is, once you buy it, it's yours. I made the mistake one time years ago. I bought a PSP game called Bleach Heat the Soul, and I was so happy about it, and I didn't want it anymore. I couldn't take it back, but that money was spent. I couldn't do anything about it. Lesson learned, right? So the fact of the matter is, once you buy something at a con, you cannot give it back. But my friend was intent on giving it back. In fact, he had the plan he would hatch to steal himself a hentai DVD in exchange for the one he had. And his plan was quite simple, actually. He says he would just walk up and snatch it and run. And I'm like, well, you gave this quite a lot of thought, right? You're just gonna walk up, take it, and run off? Now, guys, quick side story. I had a friend that was staff at a convention, and they told me that at cons they have something called undercover cosplayers, and these people are staff and security that disguise themselves as cosplayers and con goers, which means that when you see the dealer room and everything's laid out for you to touch and pick up and touch and do whatever you want with it, it may seem unsafe, but it's not, because everyone's watching you at any given moment. You don't know who, you don't know where, but somebody's watching, keeping a watchful eye on to make sure that you don't steal anything. But my friend, he figured he'd steal. So, you know what? That's none of my business, nor my concern. You do what you want to do, man. I don't care. Next day comes by, we're chilling, talking, walking around the con, and we decide, you know what, let's head to the dealer room, so we can buy something or whatever. Because guys, honestly, the most fun I ever have when I'm at a con is the dealer room. I could spend the entire weekend there if I could, because there's so much to see, so much to do. There's stalls, and there's everything you can eat. There's even food stalls, so you don't have to leave. You can just stay there all day. And sometimes I do. But we decided to kind of walk around, because every day there's something different there. So I spot my friend across the room, and he's kind of walking around looking at stuff. I'm like, okay, maybe he's not going to do anything silly. Maybe he forgot about what he was going to do last night. But he's kind of walking around a little suspicioso, But I shrug it off like, you know what? That's none of my business, nor my concern. So we're walking around, kicking the shit, and then some time goes by, and literally two people whiz by me like a sprint, like a full tornado. Boom! I'm like, what the heck? And they're in full sprint, right? So we look around, and you know who it is? That's right, my friend. He's running from two people, and there's one tiny Asian girl chasing after them. Now, at the moment, I'm like, he couldn't have. He wouldn't have. He shouldn't have, but he did. So we come around the corner, and they tackle him to the ground. He's running around and flailing, trying to get free, and he can't. These two guys hold him down, and then the little Asian girl, she slowly walks over, meanders over, and she kneels. Now I get closer to hear what's going on in the conversation because, you know, there's people around them, there's commotion. So I inch closer and closer to hear what she's saying. And as I get closer, I hear her say this. She kneels down, she's a black jacket on that says staff right in white print right on the back. And she says, and I quote, "I'da beat your motherfucking ass." Yo, guys, when I say my mouth hit the floor, my eyes were wide open. I'm like, yo, this little Asian girl is a straight savage. Like, dude, her eyes had the mark of a demon. She had the intimidation of a beast. She was emanating a demonic aura. Like, I didn't want to go near her. Like, she looked like a straight monster. Her face was, she had a scowl on it, and she looked so bloody angry. And I was like, you know what? Like, once again, that's none of my business, nor my concern. So I backed away, they picked him up, and they hauled him right out of there. So, me and my friends were like, well, there's not much we can do about this. Oddly enough, though, we drove to Atlanta, so we can't leave him, right? We can't just leave him somewhere in you know, Atlanta somewhere. We drive off, so we gotta check and see what happens. So day goes by, we check before we leave him to see what happened to him, and you know what? He got transferred to prison. Yep, he got moved to jail. As a matter of fact, he got moved to jail not even in the same state, I believe. I believe they moved him from Atlanta, so we had to leave Atlanta. We had to leave him. We didn't have a choice. What were we gonna do? Go to get him out of prison and say, what did you do? He stole hentai. That's why he's in jail. Now that story is something I have to tell his mom, right? Because when we all go to conventions, we all decide to meet up somewhere at like a meeting hub, and I drove with him to meet up with everybody else. So I'm responsible for him. But you know, someone has to tell his parents where he is, and it wasn't gonna be me. Sorry. So guys, what's up, man? I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you had a good time listening to it. If you could, leave me a like, subscribe if you're new here. I really appreciate it. And I got a question. What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen happen at a convention? Like the strangest thing you've ever seen or come across? Leave it below. We can talk about it. And you guys take care. I'm out of here. Peace.